Okay, so here's a stump, and you can see it's pretty much gone. But I see there's a bit of a, maybe not. That might be too far gone. So you can identify it by smelling it. You'll smell it right away. If it's see, you can't. That's just a tiny little piece. So there is some fat wood right in this stump here. So maybe I'll bust out my saw and get rid of some of this. Actually, I'm gonna look for another one. This isn't a. There's definitely fat wood in there, but you can see it right there. See how it's all turning white from the. See that? All that pitch in there. See that? Yeah, I mean, geez, I should have brought a lighter. Okay, see, here's that piece of see, there's not a lot of pitch content in that. It smells, but it's not quite there. So we're gonna look for another piece. Okay, this might be a hemlock though. It's hard to tell. The bark looks like it's a hemlock. Definitely has some hardwood right there. I'm gonna try and get into. Yeah, right there. That's probably some pitch wood there. So I'm gonna try and take a saw out of that. Still punky though. Okay, so start by just clearing some of the debris away from it. Yeah, it might be all punky here. Yeah, see, this is hemlock. Gotta find some fir. I don't know, this might not be a good spot for it. I don't see any fir really. It's all hemlock, I think. I'm gonna have to walk a bit further, I think. What do we have here? Yeah, that's hemlock too. Hemlock just rots too fast. You can find fat wood in it, but it's usually too far gone. That one's got some solid right there. Let's have a look at that one. Same thing. It's got pitch, but it's not petrified because it rots. See, look at all that pitch coming on right off the top there. What is that? That is pitch. That whole top of this is all pitch. Look at that. Big piece of pitch. I'm surprised it doesn't burn too well. Oh, squirrel. He just took off. Look at the size of that one. It's pretty cool. And another one right there. Big conks. Pretty cool. Fell off this tree, I assume, right here that's falling down there. Great big cedar right there. This is quite a steep hill down to the river there. You can probably see it. Let's have a look at this one here. Again, it's hemlock. Yeah, it's hemlock too. But getting underneath some of that action, I don't know, doesn't look too promising, does it? Yeah, it's too rotten. Oh, look at that one. That one's interesting. Bizarre. It's growing right out of the branch right there. That's neat. Slippery here, gotta be careful. Very bizarre. Never seen something like that. It's cool though. But not what I'm looking for. This is treacherous through here. And I do not want to fall down that cliff. I'm gonna go over here, but that right there looks to be a fir tree. So, can't really see the canopy. Yeah, it's probably a hemlock actually. Hard to tell. I think it's a hemlock. Beautiful here. A little guy, this one.
What's that wood? Burning on the campfire. It's light and quick, it's running hot, it's keeping us dry. Yeah, we found it in the forest. The place to get out more. Right next to the swamp in an old rotten stump. Right below the pine, keeping us dry, keeping us warm. That's that fat wood. That's that fat wood. In an old rotten stump, right below the pine. That's that fat wood. That's that fat wood. There's a myth that if you try hard, if you have pure heart, you're the chosen one. You will find a ton. You'll have no choice but to share it with me. You'll get some attention. They'll think you're well-intentioned. The old timers will say, just like the old days, you'll say, I'm just out here keeping it dry, keeping it dry, keeping it warm. That's that fat wood. That's that fat wood. In an old rotten stone, right below the pine. That's that fat wood. That's that fat wood. That's that fat wood. In an old rotten stone, right below the pine. That's that fat wood. That's that fat wood. In an old rotten stone, right below the pine. That's that fat wood. That's that fat wood. There's a myth that if you try hard, if you have pure heart, you're the chosen one. You will find a ton. You'll have no choice but to share it with me. You'll get some attention. They'll think you're well-intentioned. The old timers will say, just like the old days, you'll say, I'm just out here keeping it dry, keeping it dry, keeping it warm, keeping it warm, keeping it warm. That's that fat wood. That's that fat wood.